Cavalier.
Studious viewers, my name is Tando. So this week I submitted my first draft of my mini pieces. The road to the submission has been a rather turbulent one, to say the least. I have to be at the library in an hour, and I'm gonna be there from 12 until until I can't be there anymore. But I'm guessing 12, 1. Then I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and do the same thing again. I've had quite a busy morning. Our fridge was busted, so I had to go get a new one. And a whole bunch of other things. I couldn't escape it, so. Just that exercise, I hate going to malls. I hate it. So just that exercise was just too much for my liking. And so I have to take a nap because otherwise I'm not gonna be able to start anything. I do have a Red Bull though, and generally a Red Bull or any kind of caffeine kind of make me really tired. Not really tired, but like they counteract, or they are antithetical to what people use them for. It's supposed to keep you awake, but it doesn't for me. Makes me sleepy. So hopefully it works and I can nap for an hour and wake up and kill today. I had planned to be here at 12. It is 10 to 2 now. I overslept on purpose. I try to never ever set an alarm, like unless now the deadline is in 2 days, so I have to. But I try to let my body wake itself up instead of being woken up by an alarm. It was a bad call right now because I feel I did not manage that nap right. I feel exhausted. It was a 2-hour nap. Is it still enough? It's 2 hours. And I'm here now. Let's do this. I am exhausted, obviously. My eyes are not coping. I don't know what makes me believe I can stare at a screen for 4 hours straight with no break, and then take a 30-minute break and then go back into it, another 30-minute break and go back into it. Day after day for like 2 weeks and have them be okay. It's not right what I'm doing to my body, to be honest. But so is njani? Sibhizi sifuna ama degree. Sibhizi sifuna ama qualifications. Sifuna education. In no way did I think it was going to be an easy feat, but I certainly did not think it was going to be this rough. Huge part of the reason why this has been so hard for me is because I'm a 30-year-old woman. Yeah. I don't know, when you're 30, life kind of doesn't stop for you to adjust. I think at 30, life just expects that after lifing for 3 decades, you should know by now how to catch up, how to keep it moving, and deal without falling off and getting crushed. What is this analogy? Is life a moving truck? I don't know, listen, my brain's fried. Please don't unsubscribe. I want to tell you about something that happened to me over the past weekend. I don't know what triggered it. I have been wrecking my brain trying to figure it out. What's the root? But maybe that's not important for now. I stand corrected, but I'm under the impression that most people identify mostly with the universities they graduated from for their undergrad degrees. True to this, I've been enrolled with the University of Witwatersrand, okay, I can say it. And I have to tell you, I have never connected with the institution. I had a submit your assignments on time, show up for class on time, pass your exams kind of attitude towards it. I have never ever used any of the facilities. I literally park my car in the streets of Bram. I don't even enter the premises, go to class, come back out. And that's the attitude that I've had. Never attended any extramural activities. I don't even think any postgrad people do that. There's a postgrad bar where people hang out and chill and, I don't know, talk about postgrading. I'm not even part of that. This past weekend though, I flipped some kind of a switch, and all the stress, the blood, sweat and tears that came with trying to meet my deadline, I started seeing the place with a different eye. Like I was a Witsy or something. The first thing that changed in my eyes suddenly was one, the place was suddenly aesthetically pleasing. The buildings and the architecture. Between breaks, I would look forward to stepping outside and like staring at the buildings and their grandness and the lawns, and it's beautiful. And the second thing was I quite enjoyed the camaraderie that came with doing my work in the 24-hour reading area study place. Everybody that was there with the same mission, even though we were doing completely different things. I even managed to delete my Instagram for the weekend and just spend my time in the presence of like-minded people who were trying to achieve a similar goal. I didn't feel alone or like I was missing out on life's happenings, and when you check your Instagram, everybody's having the time of their life. So it allowed me to kind of narrow my focus and focus on what I needed to do without getting distracted by everyone's joy on the socials. So yeah, while I was swimming in the bliss of my newfound appreciation for being a scholar, an amazing thing happened. For 2 years of going back to school as a 30-year-old woman, I have loathed every step of the way. I tried my hardest, but for the life of me, I couldn't see past the hardships, the admin, the effort of doing this thing with enthusiasm while also having to show up for adulting, for work, for financial attacks, for health, relationships, and just general breathing of air without breaking. But this past weekend, while I was soldiering through doing something I've never done before, the thing that happened that I can't break my brain was I suddenly realized that I was not there by mistake, that I am smart, that I'm more than capable of seeing this through. And as soon as those things started happening in my head, I started to enjoy writing a thesis. I'm gonna tell you something weird. For the past, let's say 2 months, I've been stressed out. Every time I have to write something, every time I have to do something, nothing was making sense. It was all overwhelming. And just now, just today, just in these past 4 hours, I've been enjoying doing the research. I think because I've finally gotten to analyzing the data and doing the actual research of finding out and corroborating and calibrating and making sense of the information, and it's looking like my hypothesis was correct, and all the information that I'm analyzing and the data that I'm analyzing now is everything's just coming together and it's backing up my shit and things are working out, and it's just who am I? It's really, really exciting. Yeah, I'm taking my first break since 3. It's now like around 7:30ish, and then I'm gonna go back. I must say, coming to the campus to come and do this was the best decision ever. For some reason, I don't know if it's exam time, I think it might be, everyone is so freaking studious and people are serious. Yesterday when I left at midnight, there was a buzz around campus, and it's not like a weird buzz, it's like people just like seriously trying to get their work done, doing what you come to varsity to do, which is freaking amazing. labs, computer labs, 24-hour libraries, reading areas are packed. People are doing the work. It's amazing. Even though it's not intentional, it's just because this is a place of learning. So everyone here is finna do what they gotta do, including myself. Anyway, I'm just taking my first break right now. I'm gonna take a walk all the way there and then go back into it. It's taken me a week to recover from all of this, but I'm back and ready to conquer. I just thought I'd share, seeing as how we're nearing the end of my schooling career for now. I'm left with 3 weeks, that's 6. I'm left with 3 weeks of this. Please keep me in your prayers. I would love to pass with flying colors. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm coming back with another video pretty soon, so stay tuned. I said I was back. In the comment section, please let me know what's a realization that you've recently had that's changed your life for the better. Okay, cool. I look forward to reading your comments. Bye for now.